used to work as an actress, and I lived in Australia for 8 years and I studied there. And the reason why I moved to the Philippines was to pursue a career, an acting career. And so I left, and from that, and for that 4 years I've been training, and the first 2 years I was training, and then when I was 17, I started at shows and everything. And just recently, my mom became a revert in Islam, and she had a few interviews how she didn't want my sisters and me to be in showbiz, and that she wanted us to be good practicing Muslims. And so there was a lot of controversies going around and everything. And my father told me to go home, go back home to be with my mom and to comfort her. And so I went back home, and subhanAllah, I noticed such a big difference in my mother. I never saw, growing up as a child, she had that beautiful glow in her face, and she was, you know, everything that came out from her mouth was beautiful, and it was like filled with Islam, everything. And she was offering her daily prayers and reading the Quran and watching Islamic lectures. And she started wearing a hijab, and I wondered, is there been crying? Subhanallah. And so I went back home, and then I went back to work, and I felt like I didn't belong, and then I felt like I was doing something wrong, because I built this, I don't know, fear in Allah, taqwa, fear in Allah, and all I wanted to do is to please Him, and I felt like what I was doing was displeasing Him, and that my mother, you know, kind of woke me up. So I went up to my father, and I said, oh, Pa, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to leave everything behind. I want to quit everything for Islam, because I want to be a good Muslim, and I want to obey Allah, and I want to work for the hereafter. And he helped me. Alhamdulillah, I know I always make dua at night that may Allah make it easy for me, and He did. And after that, I started going to Islamic gatherings and going to the masjid to attend seminars to learn more and more and more about Islam. And after a few months, I also realized who were my real friends. And subhanAllah, they were my sisters in Islam, because they love me for who I am, and they love me for the sake of Allah, and that love will last until Jannah, inshallah. Inshallah. And no one of my friends in show has ever contacted me. No one. And you know, when I fasted in Ramadan, there were things. You know, it wasn't just, I realized a lot of things. It wasn't just refraining yourself from eating or drinking. It's also disciplining yourself. And I found out a lot of things in myself that I thought I could never do, but I did because of Ramadan. You know, it's also fasting through your tongue, through your eyes, through your everything. Because in Ramadan, you can't talk bad, you have to refrain yourself from talking bad about people, and you have to also, it's also cleansing your heart. You know, in Ramadan, you have to forgive everyone. forgive everyone and ask for forgiveness from the people you have wronged. And mashallah, more and more Islam became more beautiful to me. And it became my passion. It became my passion. And the more happier I became and the more content I felt because of Islam. Because, you know, there's this verse that I really love. It says in the Quran that Allah chooses whom He guides. And that itself is a blessing because I know that I am one of the chosen ones. And I am lucky to be guided by Allah. And I told my Papa that I wanted to perform Hajj. First, I wanted to fulfill the 5th pillar of Islam. And I wanted to go closer to Allah. And, you know, my sisters in Islam were saying, my new friends were saying that, you know, when you do Hajj and Allah accepts your Hajj, you will come home like a newborn baby. And I wanted to feel that so that I can easily move on. And mashallah, you know, we called NCMF and they said that all the applications were closed. And it was so sad, and I made dua, Ya Allah, if you think that it's time for me, it is best for me to perform Hajj, please make it easier. Please make it easy. And if not, Ya Allah, I will accept. And alhamdulillah, the next day we got a call. And they said that they can open the applications again for us. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. I was so happy. I was so happy. And the first time I saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was like a dream come true. And I was pinching myself, am I really here? And the same feeling when I first stepped in Masjid al-Haram. And more, when I stepped in and I saw the Kaaba, mashallah, la ilaha illallah, I really felt Allah's presence. And 5 times a day we pray in the direction of the Kaaba. And I got to experience praying 3 steps away from it. When I touched the Kaaba and made dua, I didn't want to get out of there because I felt so close to my Creator. I felt so close to Allah. And my companions were saying, oh, Queenie, we have to go, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to stay there. I've never felt so happy in my life. I've never felt so happy just knowing Allah and having Him close to me. And now, I think it's every parent's dream for his or her child to finish her studies. Now I want to go back to university and study, and inshallah become a good businesswoman. At the same time, study Islam, and study Arabic, study the Quran, inshallah, and gain more knowledge. Because I want to become a caller to Islam and be a good example for the sake of Allah. Inshallah.